So, brand new tiers of Slayers are being introduced into Skyblock very soon, and I'm honestly extremely excited because I've been hungry for new content for so long. Once again, another update without dungeons. After about 6 months of waiting, we don't even know if these things honestly exist. We haven't really seen that great of previews of this content, but whatever, it's okay. We get more filler content, and I'm at least excited for something new to grind out. In this video, we're going to be talking about the best ways to prepare for the brand new Slayer bosses, which should hopefully be arriving very soon. Now listen, before we get too deep into this video, if you guys are brand new around to my channel, I can promise you're going to want to hit the subscribe button and turn those post notifications on so you get notified every single time I upload a video, because my videos are pretty quality, I must admit. Not to brag or anything, but while you're down there, you also are going to want to smash that like button as well, because you are going to enjoy this video, and I can promise you'll walk away being completely satisfied and possibly even learning something new. Alright, before we start talking about what you should do to prepare, let's talk about what we actually know through leaks about the brand new upcoming content. The first leak we got is the brand new Tier 6 Revenant boss known as the Shredder Horror. This thing has 4.2 million HP, it does 4,000 damage per second, it also has 60% armor shred. Now the cost is completely unknown, but considering Tier 4 costs 50k, I would estimate that this is probably going to cost between 75,000 and 100,000 coins. Now that's pretty crazy, but let's compare that to the hardest Revenant boss that we have in the game currently. The Tier 4 Revenant has 1.5 million HP, it does 1,000 damage per second, and it also deals AoE damage every second, shredding armor by 25%. So comparing the Tier 4 to the Tier 6, it has about 3 million more health, 3,000 more damage per second, and about an extra 35% armor shred. So this boss is definitely a big upgrade and going to be a lot harder than anything we face currently. Now, you might have seen armor shred and not exactly understood or really know what that means. Honestly, it's just a creative way of saying armor reduction. Armor shred is nothing new. Tier 2 to Tier 4 already has 25% armor shred, so this definitely has an upgraded armor shred, but it's nothing new and we've already experienced this. Let's actually discuss a few methods of possibly defeating the Tier 6 Shredder Horror. If you didn't know already, you can actually defeat a Tier 4 Revenant Horror with ease with a full set of superior armor. Now keep in mind, the Tier 4 Revenant Horror offers a 25% armor reduction. Now, with a full superior dragon armor set, your defense is capped out at 600. Keep in mind of that 25% armor reduction, and your armor is actually equating to about 450 rather than 600. 450 defense might sound like a little, but it is clearly enough to take down a Tier 4 Revenant Horror with ease. Let's take a look at how much defense a superior armor user will have against a Tier 6 Revenant. So, with a 60% reduction of 600, that comes out to 180 defense. Quite honestly, I don't think 180 defense is enough to even take out a Tier 4. Now, when they introduce Slayers, they also introduce Revenant Armor. So let's take a look at that, because that armor specifically gains defense against zombies. Now, keep in mind there is only 3 pieces in this Revenant set, not like the spiders where there's actually 4 pieces, so you can only max out 3 pieces. Now, to max out 1 piece of Revenant Armor, it requires 500,000 zombie kills, which yes, is insane, but I will teach you an easy way, or an easiest way to actually do this, and you don't even need to be playing the game at all. Anyway, when you max out a piece, it gains an additional 315 defense against zombies. So, if we multiply 315 times 3 pieces, that comes out to 940 defense against zombies. Now keep in mind, all this additional defense that you actually gain from killing zombies is not affected by the Revenant Horror's armor shred. So to put it into the simplest words I could possibly think of, I believe the only way that you're going to be able to defeat a Tier 6 is by actually using the armor specified for this Slayer. Some people may hate this, and I don't blame you, but I am so happy that the armor that was specifically made for these Slayers actually has a usage, hopefully, finally, because quite honestly, they're completely useless and not worth grinding before this. Now, remember, I mentioned that I actually have a method of maxing out your Revenant Armor without even needing to play the game at all. It's the easiest way, and honestly, it's probably the only way that anybody actually does it. Well, now that I think about it, there's actually probably 2 ways. Some people auto-click in AFK pools against zombie minions, and other people actually use the Vampire Mask. If you guys don't know what the Vampire Mask is, it is a reward from the Spooky Festival, and what it does is it actually drains 5 health per second from all monsters within 8 blocks around you. So, to simply put it, you could buy this mask off of the auction house for about 5 million, which is the cheapest, or you could win it from a Spooky Festival, which is pretty challenging, but definitely worth it if you're able to get it. Once you got this mask, equip all of your Revenant Armor, and then put down a bunch of zombie minions around you. Set up a little bit of an AFK pool, and then just AFK with this mask on while the zombie minions are spawning zombies, and then boom, you'll just be maxing out your armor, and you you literally don't even have to play. If you hold out a sword with scavenger and even looting on it, you can even make a decent amount of money and get a lot of mob drops as well. So it's a win, 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 win. Now look, people are probably already on their keyboards in the comment section saying, Monster, this method is bannable, and quite honestly, I think you're wrong. If we go ahead and look at the rules, there is literally no rule against this, and keep in mind, this method has been out for months, since the spooky festival has started. Don't you think they would have patched this rather than banning people for multiple months using this? That just wouldn't make sense at all. Now wait, before you click away from the video because you're starting to get bored and I'm not talking about the leaks, there are more leaks that we need to talk about. There's a brand new item which allows us to spawn in a tier 6 Slayer boss, and that is called the Overchewed Detritus. Now, that item seems very sick, but it actually opens up a ton of questions and makes this thing even more confusing. How do you receive this item? Personally, I think maybe it could be a random drop, maybe like a little RNGesus drop, but not RNGesus, like just a rare drop that you get from doing and farming Slayers like normally. Maybe it even drops from one of those mini bosses during the Slayers. Another question that I have is, can you actually purchase a tier 6 Slayer boss, or do you just have to, I don't even know, like, do you just get it randomly? Another thing is does this actually work for every single Slayer boss, or is it only specific ones? Like, if we think about it, Overchewed Detritus kind of seems like something that would go along with the mosquito. If we look at the Tarantula drops and things like that, one of the RNG's item is a digested mosquito. Digested and Overchewed, I don't know, they just seem similar compared to, I don't know, like zombies or Zvins, you know what I mean? Anyway, this opens up a lot of questions. It seems really cool, very unique, but I really wonder how you actually get this. Also, it tells you to talk to Maddox to spawn it in, which is another very weird thing. So personally, I don't understand how this is working at all. Very confused, very curious, and I cannot wait to actually see how this works. Hopefully it's implemented well, but who actually knows? Now, the final leak that we can show off in this video today is the tier 7 Revenant Warden. There is literally no information on this thing other than it has 7.2 million HP, and that is it. I did some random estimates of how much damage, how much armor shred, and even possibly the cost, but like I said, we don't actually have any information on this, so I cannot guarantee if any of this is correct. This is just some of the thoughts that I had. Keep in mind, I used the previous versions or the tiers of the Revenants to try to come up and estimate damage, armor shred, and other things like that. So currently we have the HP, which is guaranteed because that's in the image. It has 7.2 million HP. It could possibly have 5,000 to 7,000 DPS. The armor shred will probably stay about 60 because all of the other ones only have 25% except for the tier 6. And then as well for the cost, it's going to have to cost more than the tier 6, so I would estimate between 100,000 to 250,000. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's really all we have to cover in this video, and hopefully this video did help you guys out, teach you something new, and also hopefully you guys did enjoy. A quick little note before I say goodbye, I'm actually making a brand new Skyblock guild mostly dedicated towards the end game players, and this is because when the new Slayers come out, maybe it actually requires teamwork, and maybe it'll be easier if you guys help each other out. If you're interested in joining a brand new guild, all you guys have to do is go down below in the description, click the link next to sign up for guild, and fill out a little bit of a Google form. This is so that I can understand if you're an endgame player and if you actually meet the criteria we're looking for. That's it. That's all you have to do to possibly join a really good endgame guild. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Like I said, I hope this video did help you guys out. If it did, make sure you smash the like button, and if you're new around here, hit the subscribe button and turn those post notifications on. Anyway, I hope that you guys have a great day. I'll talk to you guys later. Goodbye.